Welcome back to my channel, Libra. To both my new subscribers and my current subscribers, you're always appreciated. So much love and thank you out to all those that follow. Please remember, these are general readings, only take what resonates. If this reading doesn't speak to you this month, just check back in the next month. Energies change, and please allow for some flexibility on the time frames because you are all at different stages along the journey. So I wanted to start out and take a moment just to mention that regardless of being subscribed, I noticed that the YouTube algorithms are rated in such a way that unless you hit the notification button as well as being subscribed, you aren't likely to have my readings show up in your feed as I put them out. So please hit the notification bell, and I will start putting out more content routinely, and I'll pass on any YouTube tips that I learn along the way as well, for anyone else that might be encountering some issues. So just to get right into the reading, oh, and also a little heads up, I'll start trying to do some shorter readings mixed in with some longer readings, as well as some specific spreads that are directed to your questions. So if you're interested in a specific area, please throw your comments out there. I'll incorporate it into the next reading that I do, or I might just throw up some mini readings in response to some of your questions. So just trying some different approaches just to keep it interesting and see what appeals to those of you that watch. So this is a reading covering May 15th to the end of May, which I believe is the 31st. Rider-Waite deck, career, money, finance, aspects only. I have my other general readings for the month of May that are already out there and posted. So if you want to check those out, there's a couple of them that I have that are, again, more of a general read. So the first card out to begin the week of the 15th is the Sun card, and that is followed up by the Six of Cups. So I do feel that something from the past is bringing you a lot of joy. Maybe it's memory of the past, maybe some of you are doing some inner child work, but it could be dealing with children, that kind of thing as well. But there may be a project from the past as well for others that you've been working on where a solution's been found, or that you're just feeling more hopeful about, this new, or not new direction, but this direction that, you're taking after a period of indecision around it. So overall, it feels like it's a boost of good luck for this 2-week period on a lot of levels. So again, as I mentioned, there may be some inner child healing going on this month, or the last couple of weeks. It's more predominant, that allows you to feel more optimistic than you've been recently. So some of you may have been feeling overly extended, as of late, might have been stretched beyond what you thought you could do physically, because and maybe that was oriented around spring cleaning or something, but whatever the physical tasks were, or maybe there was a lot of running around, driving, whatever it was. But it just feels like there's a lot of physical exertion. There is some pullback energy there and a lot of juggling between things that, kind of deal with the practical, might have even been finance, but there's a lot of clarifying energy out there that, indicate that you've had to be strong and endure. So I feel like it's all starting to wind down. However, you're closing out a lot of heavy energy cycles, where you've been forced to adapt to, many situations here, because that follows up with the Two of Pentacles. So again, I suspect for many of you, this went beyond just your routine tasks and overworking. You might have been juggling resources. You might have had to juggle several sources of income, or, several jobs, but you are definitely, or you have been, the ultimate multitasker, to balance out that home, work, family, relationship commitments, that kind of thing. So it can also be more specific to some of you having to decide between two options around your money or career front, or two jobs, or, how you wanted to proceed. Maybe you had two choices, but because it's not just the Two of Pentacles. Further out, there's the Two of Swords that shows up here too, but it feels like there's more decision making that's being done in this next 2-week period here. A lot of decision making, and maybe that's where you've been feeling the burden, because, you've had to, I feel like you're making the decisions quickly, though. I will say that, with that Nine of Wands, and there's a few Wands energy, but it just feels like you're making the decisions fairly quick. But there's just a lot of them. So I feel like you're burdened, but you're making rapid movement, but because it doesn't feel like there's restrictive energy or a lack it feels like just quick moving energy, like you're just too busy to think beyond, what's in front of you. So it's more of an overextended feel overall, a burden. So again, looks like activities that required a lot of your time, energy versus any mental hurdles. This is more lots of physical output, that kind of thing. So some of you, as I said, may have been doing spring cleaning, building up a business, and considering all the different ideas and resources that you need to come up with. But there's also an energy around thinking about school and how to move ahead in some way. There's definitely higher learning coming through here for sure. Some kind of teaching ability, or being influenced by teaching in some way, it also shows up in this 2 week period. So but you're coming off with a lot of balance and control despite this Two of Pentacles here. With the king of Cups coming in here as well, I feel like, as you're coming off with a lot of balance and control, you're really on top of things better. There's a lot of energy around composure and strength. And there's the Emperor coming up, the Strength card, the Hierophant. These are clarifiers, but they're definitely energies of being in control. So some of you, it might be dealing with people that are, have those qualities, but I feel it's both working in tandem. It doesn't feel like it's one-sided. So I feel that a lot of you may have more than one job, project, or several decisions, as I said, or financial decisions to consider, however that resonates for you. But it just feels like it's an overwhelming amount in this next 2 week period, or that you're coming out of that because you are reaching end cycles with the 9s and 10s. Definitely a lot of decisions to make coming in here, and especially a lot of conclusions and that kind of thing, with these decisions in this 2 week period. So, but I feel like you're keeping your cool overall. There's been a lot of introspection. I feel like there's been a lot of soul searching, a lot of intuitive um, tapping into your intuitive resources as well, and able to move forward. But there's a lot of conclusive energy cards here as well, as I said. So wherever there has been a lot of indecision, with the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, I just, again, feel like you're moving through it quickly. You're making decisions, that are they're coming from a wise place, because you have done the introspection with the Hermit card. But it's all definitely, and of course with the Nine of Wands, rapid, you're making that rapid movement to make those decisions, but it's definitely all coming to fruition here very, very soon. You've got 2 9s in the reading here, but the Nine of Cups, it's all around wish fulfillment, things that you're finding value in from the past that you're really getting clear on in this 2 week time frame, and you're really showing some strong commitment toward that ambition. So you really have strong cards around higher learning, ambitions, strong male presence or influence for many of you. As I said, could be father energy that figures prominently. Definitely a lot of stability and control if it is not a person, but it certainly represents you possessing a lot of inner strength and character, in this period. And some of you might have even, and a lot of inner strength and strength of character, as I said, but it's also representative of, for some of you, dealing with lawyers or large corporations, dealing with a lot of paperwork, legal matters, that kind of thing, contracts. But there's been a burden of, maybe even around that legal matter or that paperwork. But I feel some kind of decision has been reached around money, or contracts or things of that nature, that is really going to be revealed here this week, because there's a lot of swords energy, clarity around, things that have been hidden with the Moon and the Hierophant and the High Priestess and all of that. So all of that seems to be coming to light, or there's definitely better clarity on, how you're going to direct yourself, because there's been some kind of decision that's been made here. So again, we've got the High Priestess as well as the Hierophant. And to me, this is a real strong teaching energy. There's definitely some kind of enlightenment that's coming through here. I think that's really helping you to move yourself ahead in some way. So again, a lot of clarifiers with the Page of Pentacles, and that's further out here. But there's so many Pentacles in this reading as well, and they advance from the 2, the 6, 8, 9, and they're all surrounding the wish fulfillment card. So there's definitely something that's incoming near to, this end of May period. But a lot of energy around finding a job for those that are looking. For sure, I feel it'll manifest sort of toward that end of the month or just a little further out. But there's a lot of energy around meeting someone here as well who has the potential to really help you grow a business. Because you've got a lot of enlightenment here. It could be teaching capacity as well that's being revealed and helping you to you know um, to invest in this, passionate project. But this could also be around, as I say, having to defend yourself in some way, because we also have that lawyer energy and as well, this is you being empowered, coming into your own power for others. But it definitely feels like there's some contractual element here, and you having to be clear on how you're going to approach it. You really have to be strong and controlled in how you're going to deal with this. But either way, there's definitely clarity coming in around money where it was previously unclear. A lot of controlling energy as well coming through. Might have even been a little bit of manipulation, but I don't feel there's any real confrontations. Just that you're just feeling overwhelmed by the amount of work that you have to do. But again, this King of Pentacles could be, just that the money is finally starting to come through here, or that you know of it now. Or it could be an investor or somebody who's coming in to provide you with some insight here. But there's so much strong male energy coming in here that I feel that there is definitely somebody who is a male figure that is prominently influencing this reading. And it feels like around that wish fulfillment, maybe somebody who has passed on is helping to assist in bringing this through for you as well. But there's entrepreneurial energy coming in this month. For sure, you're dealing with a controlling, dominant kind of male as well. There could be advice that's coming through, imparting words of wisdom here as well with that Two of Swords. Truths revealed, things that are coming to light here. Definitely the devil energy shows up in here too as well, but definitely strong, independent. And I feel this is you, strong, independent kind of person. Like you're really starting to take control of yourself over this 2 week period, because I feel like you now feel like where you're strongly coming from. How you want to approach something, and maybe something has come through in terms of money that is allowing you to feel that you can now act from a stronger position. So again, for others, there's definitely some kind of controlling, dominant person that's around you, but again, I don't feel like they're really making any headway, because you are also standing in a very strong, independent position here. So overall, just to round it up here, very strong progress. Decision making is strong. You're empowered. There's ambition. There's self-control showing up here. I, again, don't feel confrontation. I just feel like you might be dealing with some very big egos, very authoritarian type people, professionals, highly structured organizations or government. But you're dealing with things that have a lot of rules or paperwork around them, law and order, that kind of thing. But you're also making very efficient use of your own time in this 2 week period. You're coming out strong, independent, and empowered in the way that you take control of your affairs. You're closing out cycles. You're making quick decisions. You're much more efficient and organized in this 2 weeks. And again, it feels like money is just around the corner here, with the 9s and 10s finishing up, the cycles and the world card. The promise of success is just right at the precipice. So to me, it feels like if it's not in this 2 week period, something that's come through or something that comes to light about it, it's going to be very, very soon after. So again, strong father figure energy, government, Capricorn, Aries, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini are the energies that stand out here for me. But I feel you're taking back your own power. You're drawing on your own personal power. You're using your intuition more strongly to raise up your own energy, develop your talents, skills. You're discovering your hidden motivations here. With the High Priestess, and you might even be aware of other people's hidden motivations here as well. because there's just a lot more awareness. You've tapped into something here. Um, and again, strong government, corporation, large firm, or entity of some sort here that you're dealing with. But again, something's being revealed to you in this 2-week period. You've gained some clarity. You know how to proceed. It is around something that stems from the past, and somehow it ties into your wish fulfillment. So maybe, again, it allows you to grow into your wish fulfillment. Maybe you're going back to school. Maybe it's money that's coming in that, you can use for an entrepreneurial venture. However, but again, with that Hermit card and the World card earlier, so many higher intuitive cards, from the spiritual to the practical is really what I see here. With the High Priestess and the Hierophant and the Hermit, you are ready to impart knowledge. You've gained enlightenment. You're able to teach on some level here your skills, and I feel that many of you will be. But it really feels like you've done a lot of soul searching, and from a spiritual perspective and from a purpose driven quest perspective. But either way, there's a lot of commitment and strength to be less of a passenger in your own life and more the driver of the car, so to speak. So you've passed some kind of checkpoint here in this 2-week period where you are recovering from, a place where I feel you might have been distancing yourself, or, just a low period. I feel that you're really discovering yourself more fully here. This is enlightenment, this 2 weeks. This is where I feel you are transitioning to the next level. You're feeling more wholeness, more complete with the twos and the Lovers card here. And as I said, I just feel with that enlightenment that you're going to transition to the next stage in your journey now. It's a deeper part of yourself you've tapped into, and I don't think you can look back. It feels like this is a time to put the time and energy in more wholeheartedly. There is a reciprocation. For some of you, this could also be around a relationship. So a partnership doesn't have to be romantic, but there might be an alliance of some sort that's come through here too. As we did have the Lovers card that came in, and we've got the Six of Pentacles. I feel like there's a reciprocity. There's some kind of give and take. There's a balance. Definitely willing to put in the work here, and and the Devil energy again, Capricorn, but seems to figure prominently here for me that comes through. But I do feel that is someone that you might be more willing to work with, because maybe there's something that has come through that is like a viable business idea or something. But either way, there is some kind of more energy around a relationship or partnership that ties into your finances that's highlighted here. So again, I do feel that you're coming from such a strong part of yourself here with such a deeper awareness and a sense of wholeness that, having tapped into this part of yourself, all this dominating energy that's around you, I feel you are able to hold your own. That's what I'm trying to say here. But again, something's coming in here financially, and there's definitely monetary supports for some of you. Loans might be coming in, going back to school with that Page of Pentacles. But either way, this is something that you've wanted, and it's really going to help you to carve or pave things out in a way that, you feel more secure in acting upon where it is that you're headed. So again, such a really good, strong period for you in this next 2 weeks. Because again, going back to that Page of Pentacles, it just to me feels like you're not doing something that is new to you. I think the majority of you really, this is about you just getting practical, having those realistic aims and seeing a window of opportunity here. Something's opened up to you, or is making you feel as though you can now move ahead. So again, it's about loans and applications, but it could be, somebody investing in a business, or the money has been freed up for you to take advantage of a loan and turn your dreams into a reality. But there's more motivation. towards manifesting your dreams. And in the practical, this is a fresh start. This is a new beginning. This is possibly an inheritance for some of you, but again, it's Aries, Taurus, Gemini. And definitely, this is someone who knows how to turn a vision into a reality and have some kind of new job, moving something forward, setting the wheels in motion, that kind of feel. But it's a realistic look at money as well. So somebody who's pretty good with money here, I would say, knows how to invest it, knows how to, really apply it so that there's potential and growth. But again, it still feels a lot of education is coming through in this next 2 weeks. So I feel that a lot of you are really taking a look at your foundation and your resources and finding ways to put that into a practical project or using a practical approach to be able to get the most out of it. So maybe you're looking for that window of opportunity, but it is definitely you wanting to, be more of a master in some way. You want to be a master teacher in some way. Okay, anyway, I do ramble on. So that's what I have for you, Libra, for the week of the 15th to the 31st, career, money, finance. Stay safe, keep moving forward, and I will put out another mini read here if you throw some questions out at me.